Greetings gamers, welcome once again to UK Gaming Network, and we're here to scare you up our countdown of the best games from October 2015. You may well have been distracted by one of the many betas that were available this month, but there's been a good selection of new releases vying for your attention too. The AAA releases ramp up considerably in October, and we've seen the arrival of games that will be battling it out to be on Santa's wishlist this year, as well as a few surprises. And yes, you did just see Halo 5 in our opening montage. We think there were at least 5 better games released this month. Feel free to disagree. Only new release games we've played are included in this top 5. Early access titles and HD remakes were not considered.
Number 5.
Transformers have had a very sketchy history in gaming. For every good game, there have been a couple of stinkers. But Transformers Devastation rivals the 2004 PS2 title as one of the best. This is down to Platinum Games, who have filled the game with elements of Bayonetta, Anarchy Reigns and Metal Gear Rising, making it play like a greatest hits compilation of their back catalogue. It's more than just a random button masher, with each of the 5 playable characters requiring you to learn their combos if you want to succeed, especially on the higher difficulties. The cartoon presentation is also fantastic, with all the voices from the original TV series, guaranteeing that anyone of a certain age will be playing with a fixed grin. We went into this game with very low expectations, but it turned out to be one of the best surprises of the year.
Number 4.
We've never understood why there aren't more games like Left 4 Dead, which even after 6 years remains a firm favourite here at UKGN. Warhammer Vermintide, a game we first saw at EGX last month, takes everything that's good about Left 4 Dead and places it into the Warhammer universe. It's a 4-player co-op action game where teamwork is what you'll need to survive, as anyone foolhardy enough to be a lone wolf will die quickly. There's a greater emphasis on hand-to-hand combat, with ammo for guns and bows being extremely limited, forcing you to get up close and personal with the hordes of rat-like Skaven. Like all co-op games, it's better if you can play it with your friends, but the AI bots prove to be a surprisingly competent alternative. At the moment, this is only available on the PC, but thankfully console versions are on their way, as it deserves to reach as wide an audience as possible.
Number 3.
This Kickstarter-funded remake-cum-sequel to the 1985 Spectrum game Chaos: The Battle of Wizards finally received a full release this month. It's another fantastic turn-based strategy game from Julian Gollop, the mind behind Laser Squad and the original XCOM, which pits 2 wizards against each other in a duel to the death. It's like an intricate game of chess, knowing what potions to use and when, offering quite a challenge, especially as you learn how to play it. The main single-player mode is like a classic tabletop RPG where you make up your own stories, but the most fun is offered by multiplayer. The local multiplayer deserves special mention as it's really well thought out, showing each player a quick recap of the other's moves before their turn. It supports up to 4 players too, making the game a serious rival to Worms.
Number 2.
If you're a fan of films like Commando, Rambo and Die Hard, and let's face it, that's everyone, isn't it? You'll find much to enjoy in this ultra-violent run-and-gun platformer. It's a glorious, silly celebration of 80s action movie excess, where the quality was measured by the size of their body count. With a huge number of characters to play, all with laugh-out-loud names like Snake Broskin, Brobocop and the Brominator, it's inevitable that some work better than others. Beneath the decidedly un-PC humour though, it's also a really polished, challenging and addictive game in its own right. You're required to think on your feet and alter strategies on the fly, depending on which bro you're currently controlling. Make sure you download the free Expendables DLC too for maximum enjoyment.
Number 1.
We thought Prison Architect would stay in early access forever, having already been a massive YouTube success with the Let's Play community, but thankfully the full game finally arrived, with the promised campaign mode intact. It's easily the best game of its kind since Theme Hospital, and like that game, has taken a potentially difficult subject matter and laced it with dark humour. The number of things that you have to concern yourself with as you try to build your prison means you'll be arranging guard patrols with one hand while you build a functioning water management system with the other. And that's before the prisoners decide to riot because the canteen food isn't up to scratch. Our advice is to save game regularly. It also stands up as a shining example of early access done right, and for that Introversion Software should be applauded. Did your favourite game make our list? Tell us in the comments below. This has been UK Gaming Network. Like and subscribe for more great videos, and be sure to tune in next month to see what makes the top 5 for November.